Hi guys, welcome back. It's Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111. I am here to do the advice for the next 7 days, trying to get back into our routine. I normally upload on Mondays for YouTube, the 15th of each month for the from 15th to 15th of each month for the zodiacs, and then, an occasional spontaneous reading here or there. Today is advice for the next 7 days from Spirit. Pile number 1 is the Adventuring Little Puff Heart. These are little crystals I got for Christmas. Aren't they cute? I thought they were bigger than they are, but that's okay. And we have Clear Quartz Puff Heart for pile number 2. And we have the Lapis Lazuli Little Puff Heart for pile number 3. So take a moment to discern which pile is yours, and I will see you at your pile. All right, let's see. I want to make sure everything's in view. If you pick this adorable little green aventurine, this is your reading. So we have the Four of Swords, the Hierophant, and the King of Cups. I'm going to try and get all your energies out before I start channeling. We have the month of January, which is pretty profound considering that's the month we're in. Oh, and we have the Frying Pan, Trouble and Accusations. I'm going to hold on. Well, no, I'm not. I'm going to put it out. We have It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Action leads to success. We have Selling Out. Ooh. Gosh. Next, we have Stepping into Power. You are strong beyond measure. We have Intuition. Connect with the magic of your intuition to be led into the next phase. We have Imagine. All right, so I'm already seeing what's going on here with pile number 1. Now, these are going to be your advice from Spirit for the next 7 days from Archangel Michael, and the blessing in the situation will be the Door Oracle. So I feel like you've been going through a healing process around, and, it could be in relationships, marriage, but it doesn't have to be romantic. It just feels to me like you've been going through a healing around I know what it is, but I want to articulate it the way I'm feeling it. So it feels to me like you can be a very deep emotional person. Like you're kind of like soft and squishy is the way it feels. And I do believe there's been some ancestral because I'm not really feeling so much relationship, commitment, marriage, that around this, although it could be for some of you, and probably certainly is for some of you. But it just feels to me like Spirit saying, you've done a lot of healing around your emotional body. And you're learning to step into your power and imagine things differently, right? I would be willing to bet that you grew up feeling a bit out of place, like you didn't belong. And I think that you let other people, because I've got the Selling Out card. It's like maybe you had some trepidation or fear around speaking up for yourself, or really embodying your personal power. Quite frankly, it kind of feels like my bully pile, like maybe growing up you got a little bullied, or you were in a family dynamic where You know, there were high expectations, or there was a lot of being seen and not heard in the dynamic, right? But this is a fairly forthright advice for the next 7 days, is that you are a powerful conscious creator, and that, you know, you're here to break old patterns. You're here to heal ancestral lines, especially where it comes to speaking your truth and taking decisive action, and knowing knowing how to trust that you can do this. It's like I'm hearing Spirit say, you know, if you can imagine it, you can create it. But I think that with trouble and accusations in the past, you know, if there was any kind of like, I just feel like whenever you spoke up for yourself or tried to take the lead in situations, I feel like you felt like you made matters worse, or things just got worse for you, you know? And so you learned how to basically dim your light. There probably was consequences for you trying to basically stand up for yourself. Sorry, my kid's in the other room. Yeah, it just feels to me like, you know, it's taken you some healing here to learn how to speak up for yourself. And this week and the next 7 days, there might just be an opportunity here for you to kind of clear the air with somebody, is what it feels like. Although I don't have any swords here besides the Four of Swords, it feels to me like there might be an opportunity this next week for you to kind of speak your truth, and to speak it through something you've learned, something that, you know, Spirit has led you to this moment, is what it feels like. I feel like you're literally coming out of a healing phase and leveling up, right? Because I hear the word phase here. It says connect with the magic of your intuition. Let me adjust this. I thought they were all in shot. Connect with the magic of your intuition to be led into the next phase. And this is somebody who's been quiet. You know, if this was a romantic reading, and for some of you it might be, this is no communication. This is taking a respite. This is a pause. This is a healing pause, right? A very healing, cathartic pause. But it's also about conformity. And I don't know why I'm getting that from the Hierophant, but I feel like whoever picked pile number 1, you might have been a people pleaser. You might have been a conformist, where you conformed, where you basically sold out on your own dreams in order to fit in order to be accepted. And you've been in this healing phase, and you might have even had a person in which was the catalyst for this healing. You know, it could be a romantic partner, or it could be a father figure, or this could be your energy, but it just feels to me really, really strongly like you're learning that it's safe for you to open your heart, because the King of Cups is very loving and compassionate, but still waters run deep, and they don't always speak about their emotions. Now, if this is someone you're dealing with, it's funny how I get these little downloads, like I'm talking to different groups of you. That's almost like, okay, that's the end of that reading. You know, for some of you, this is just an opportunity this week to stand up for yourself and to not feel like you're selling out on your dreams. You're actually going to trust your intuition and take action, and not be afraid to open up and you know, kind of, it's funny how we go from January to the frying pan. If you look at these pictures here, you've got this frozen person, and you know, I'm noticing the long nose too. So, I don't know why, but it's putting me in mind of Pinocchio. So there could have been a long time where you not really lied, but it just feels like you are going to get an opportunity to clear the air. And I don't know why I'm saying clear the air, but it's like something's about to heat up for a group of you. And it's a personal journey. It's just a personal journey of healing and learning to become your authentic self, learning not to, go along with the crowd because, selling out in order to people please. And it might even be that, it's a family pattern, a tradition in the family. You're to be seen and not heard, or dim your light so others can shine. And because of that, there's been a lot of heart chakra blocking your heart chakra. And really, absolutely dimming your light to fit in. And all of that's about to heat up for you. You're going to get an opportunity to actually bring these emotions and feelings to the surface and step into your power. And it's safe for you to do so. It's safe for you to imagine something better for yourself and then kind of claim it. Action leads to success, and you are strong. Trust your intuition. Now, another whole group of you, I'm going to say, I feel like this could be somebody else. Like I'm reading somebody else's energy that's not yours, but kind of somebody you're wondering about. What's going on in their life, right? And it feels to me like if this is another person's energy, they've been very frozen in fear is what it feels like. And in January, something's going to happen, trouble, accusation, something's going to stir up and melt this person's energy. And they're going to do something differently than they ever did it before. Because I feel like they've been, that their energy would be, they're the one that's selling out. They've been having feelings and emotions for a while now. Maybe even in a committed relationship or a structured setting. And it just wasn't in alignment with their soul. And if you've been waiting to hear from this person, I think their higher self might be coming into this reading to tell you that they're going through a healing journey of their own, where they're learning the lesson that I just spoke about for those that resonate with this being your energy. I feel like some of you this could be somebody else's energy, somebody who tended to dim their light, to sell out their own dreams, their own hopes, their own imagination, right? Not listening to their intuition, not feeling safe to speak their truth. And there could be some kind of a communication. I don't know if it's communication. It doesn't feel like communication. It feels like this is a journey that they're on. I'm seeing this stepping into power. So whether this is, if you're watching this video because you've been on a healing journey and there's somebody on your heart and mind, and you've been wondering what's going on with them, I would say Spirit's turning up the heat in their life right now because they've been selling out. And if it's not someone else, it's definitely you. It's like we got to turn the heat up. We got to create a little bit of friction and a little bit of trouble in order to melt this I'm hearing isolation. I don't know why I'm channeling today. It's not even so much about the cards. I just feel like something's been iced, or someone's heart's been on ice. And they've been giving their power away. And it's either you or someone on your heart and mind. And there could be this heated moment where this person actually steps into their personal power because they've been thinking about it. They've been visualizing a new way. And so I'm going to get you your advice, but this is what it feels like. It really does feel to me like a personal journey of empowerment for someone. You or someone else that you're thinking about is going through this journey of healing, and they're about to take control of their life. They're about to come out of chaos and into balance. But chaos, it's like from chaos comes order. And this person had found a way to bypass what, and literally most of you, it's you. But I'm getting a feeling for at least one of you, or maybe a couple of you, it's somebody you've been waiting. It's like you've been waiting for them to heal and to learn some kind of a lesson. It's got that feeling like you role modeled to them, like you both share, you're mirroring each other, you both share the same kind of wounding, and you've kind of come out on the other side, and maybe, just maybe, you've been wondering if this person ever would. And so it just feels like somebody's life is about to get a little chaos. The frying pan, I keep hearing from the fire pan into the fire. It feels like this next week there's going to be an opportunity for things to heat up. Something that's been iced, quiet, is about to heat up, and somebody's about to take a leap of faith, is what it feels like. Action leads to success. And if it's you, Spirit's trying to tell you it's very safe for you to open your heart and to create this change by trusting your intuition and imagining something better. Whatever emotions have been brewing or even frozen in the heart chakra is about to thaw out. And this healing journey, because it feels like a journey, is about to take a turn for the better. And it is a new phase. It's like coming out of this old phase and into a new one. And it's safe for you to do so, or it's safe for them to do so. But with the selling out, this feels like somebody who didn't have faith in themselves, in their dreams, in their power. And so they were people pleasing or selling out, selling themselves short, setting themselves on fire to keep other people warm, basically frying pan. But there's an opportunity this week for somebody to step into their power, stepping into power, and imagining something better for themselves, knowing that it's safe, and things are about to heat up in a good way. It's like going from ice to water, right? It's like the King of Cups' heart is about to melt, which is its natural state. We're going from frozen to this too. This looks like water. So let's see what the advice is for you. Well, the door blessing is hummingbird song. Nectar of sweetness and joy it brings, the hummingbird's healing as medicine it sings. So this is about finding frequency. And the King of Cups has a very sweet heart, sweetheart. They're a sweetheart. Nectar of sweetness in joy it brings, the hummingbird's healing. as medicine, it sings. You could get a message, or you could deliver a message. But this is definitely about healing. This is about stepping into your authority, stepping into power. It's about speaking your truth. It's about knowing that you can do it. It's about self-empowerment, self-love, trusting your intuition, not selling yourself short, taking action in whatever endeavor you've been working at. By now, I'm sure you know what that is. Spirit's saying it's safe, especially to be vulnerable, and to kind of allow yourself to melt that cold heart. And for some of you, it's somebody you've been waiting for. I don't know why I think that, but I do. It's like they've been journeying too. And it's like a level up, but it's the next phase. It may not even be so much like a leveling up, but it's the next phase. Where do we go from here, right? Well, we've been healing. We've been nudged. We've been nurturing our heart. It's like action. So I've got imagine, actions, or action leads to success. And this Four of Swords, stepping in, it just really feels to me like somebody who's been on a healing journey. And they've been in contemplative state. You know, you can call it meditation. It doesn't have to be formal meditation, but it's going within. It's looking at the bigger picture. It's asking for and receiving guidance, intuition. And this week, something's about to present itself. It might even feel a bit like chaos with the fire energy. But it's melting something that's been stagnant. And so it kind of feels like it could be a proverbial spiritual kick in the ass, where things heat up in order to create action. To get somebody out of a frozen state, maybe frozen in fear. And it's all being done spiritually, intuitively. And it's all about recognizing that they're safe and divinely protected. So there's a big healing. It's the next phase of your healing is what it feels like. Moving into phase 2 or phase 3 or whatever phase you're in. What is your advice from Archangel Michael? We have there again. Recognize the signs from above. Angels are sending you messages now, but you're too distracted to notice. Stay alert and open to divine guidance. You know, sometimes things happen in our lives, and it's a bit of a wake-up call, but it falls into place in some kind of an order intuitively that just seems right. And Spirit's saying, you're about to receive a message from the divine, from higher realms, from a spiritual point of view. Trust your intuition. Don't be afraid to imagine more for yourself. Don't sell out through fear of creating chaos or fear of being judged or fear of being accused, because we have accused, right? Accusations. Don't be afraid to rock a few boats, especially if it's very divinely timed and divinely guided, because there's a need here to embrace this masculine energy of action leads to success and having strength to step into that power. Okay, so I hope this resonated, guys. I'm going to take this now over to pile number 2. And I'll see you next week. Let me know in the comments if any of that resonated or if it comes true. Feels like something's about to steam up in a good way or a bad. All right, we are at 2440. Nice number, 2440. Pile number 2. What is your advice for the next 7 days? You picked the clear quartz. Puff heart. Oh, we got 9 of Swords. We have the Death card. Oh, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so this is pretty obvious too. Wow, these readings are going to be a little in your face this week. Let me move this out of the way. So we have Candle. You will be shown the way. Oops. You will be shown the way. And we have Butterfly, a change for the better. And here's the change, guys, right here. Something is ending and it's going to create change for the better. A change for the better. But there's fear around this ending. This is an ending. All endings bring new beginnings. And look at it, it's a butterfly. It's going to be something good. And you'll be shown what to do with it. We have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Now, I pick one romance card, so, you know, take it in the context of the general message or in a romantic way. But it seems to me like there could be some kind of a conversation this week that really could create an ending, or at least an end of a cycle, or create huge change and transformation. And quite frankly, brings you out of this 9 of Swords stress energy. It's, you know, don't be afraid to speak your truth. Have that heart-to-heart conversation. We have nourishment while you wait. So, you know, again, let me get all the cards out. I'm already channeling for you. We have, ooh, sexuality. Yeah, that's fire energy. That's also creativity. It's not always just about sex. It's that, you know, sacral chakra. It's where all creation comes from. And sexuality. We have staying focused. Hold the course. You're definitely moving out of something. And it kind of feels like you could be tempted to they're showing me like somebody who's on a path to someplace really important. And, you know, comes across a little village where there's, you know, gambling or prostitutes or just, you know, things that feel good. You know, drugs, sex, drugs, rock and roll, I don't know. But it just kind of feels to me like Spirit saying, you know, it's okay to take a little nourishment while you're waiting for this change. But don't let it distract you from where you're headed. Don't get lost on the way. Enjoy the trip. Enjoy the trip. Enjoy the sights. Enjoy a little gambling, maybe a little sex. Enjoy something. It's nourishment while you wait for this change, because it's a number 5. But there is a bigger picture here, and Spirit doesn't want you to get lost and if you're, let's just say, for example, if it's in romance, let's say you meet somebody and you want to casually date, but you don't want a long-term commitment because maybe your future holds something that, you know, you're not in a position right now to hunker down and because you're headed somewhere important. Make sure your intentions are very clear. And with the candle, you know, you will be shown the way. This is like Spirit saying, okay, you're on this journey, you're on this path. We're trying to get you out of this fear and into something much more stable. Yes, it's okay for you to enjoy the journey, but don't forget that you're on the journey. And that change is what it's all about, not getting stuck in any kind of, like, don't put down roots yet. You're not where you're meant to be just yet. See, we have progress. You are moving up in life. The whole world is opening up to you. Don't settle because of some temptation. This feels very tempting. Observer. Observer. Look at this guy's looking in a spyglass. This guy's looking in a spyglass. If there's something that's been eluding you and you've been very stressed and asking for guidance or fearful, this is fear. You're afraid of something. There's fear here. Fear of change, fear of moving forward, fear of maybe your sexuality, maybe intimacy, maybe being vulnerable and intimate, allowing yourself to have this nourishment while you wait. I don't know what this is about. I want to toss one card on this, just one, Spirit. What is this nourishment while you wait? Wow, that didn't take long, popped right out. The Tower. I told you. This feels like huge transformation. It's like this is something you've been deconstructing and changing. And maybe you've I see ascension. It just feels, I mean, look at the change, guys. 3 major arcana. Death, the Tower, Wheel of Fortune. A change for the better. Nourishment while you wait is a 5. This really feels to me like maybe you're destined to be somewhere, you're heading somewhere that you're destined for. And there could be something that comes in, or someone that comes in, that you have a very strong sexual attraction to. And Spirit's asking you to stay focused. Don't get lost in this. Whatever this is for you, don't get lost in this. Hold the course. Look at the bigger picture. Whatever you need guidance on, it's coming in. But it feels to me like you could be tempted to stray your course, whatever it is. This sexuality card, this just feels like a seductress, like somebody who is trying to lure somebody into trouble. I think Spirit's trying to say, be very careful, because you could create a tower moment, especially like if you're married or if you're on some kind of a, in a relationship where, this week, you could find yourself tempted to take a little something on the side, a little side dish, right? Or there could be shame or guilt around having done that in the past, and you've been healing and moving forward from this. Maybe you need to confess something, or somebody else does. But I don't like this energy right here. It kind of feels like Spirit's saying, we've got fear here and we've got a mouse here. It's like Spirit's warning you. Don't stray from the bigger picture, the bigger goal. Don't let anybody distract you. Now, for some of you, I'm feeling a whole different message. I'm feeling like you've been alone. You've been wanting someone. It's Mercury retrograde. Somebody could come back from the past for at least one of you. Somebody's been watching you. Somebody who has a lot of desire for you. But if you, especially if it's an old pattern, if there's somebody that you have a hard time resisting and they tend to seduce you and then ghost you or you know, just, I don't know, I got this feeling, guys. I'm just going to put it out there this way. This is a beautiful transformation. This is healing. This is growth. This is a change for the better. It's where you're headed. You're progressing. Stay focused. If you allow yourself to stray too far from your path, or to be seduced, or to be tempted, it could create a tower moment. Very strong transformation here. This is like spiritual leveling up. This is great. This is awesome. But it feels like this week there's just something here that Spirit's saying, you know, don't gather at the well for too long, right? Don't fall in love with anybody or fall in lust with anybody. That's going to take you far from your path. There's some kind of temptation here. And I think if you follow that temptation, it's going to create a tower moment and a lot of trouble. And Spirit's saying, you will be shown the way. Make sure you follow it. Because there's a bit of temptation here, and I think it could create some real tower moment. And if you know, there's got to be somebody out there, I get this feeling, if there's somebody that cheated on a spouse or cheated on a boyfriend or, you know, stepped out on a relationship, Spirit's saying, you know, first of all, you need to change this behavior. Change, right? Change for the better. Second of all, you probably need to be honest about it. Honestly discuss your feelings. You're moving up in life, and the whole world is opening up to you. Great change. I'm sure you know what this is, but because it's a general reading, I don't. But it feels to me like temptation could create a tower moment. And if you're on a spiritual journey that is like the twin flame stuff, because a lot of you are, if you've manifested a lover or somebody that, you know, doesn't feel like your long-term thing, just nourishment while you wait, it kind of feels like Spirit's saying, you know, make sure you're clear with the person that you're with, that you might not be looking at forever and more looking at right now. Because I feel like you're destined to go somewhere else. This is like this woman going into this dark room, you know, tempting somebody forward. It just feels like Spirit will intervene and destroy it, because it's going to keep you from someplace else. where you're supposed to truly be. You will be shown the way, and whatever we take from you, we will create better for you, a change for the better. Wow, weird. Look at the way forward is open. It's starting to get dark here and I don't have the light on. The way forward is open. You're not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. I will guide you to personal and spiritual freedom. You know, if there's addictions or you know, I don't know. You guys are going to know more than me, but the one thing I do know for sure is Spirit saying, you're on a map, you're on a quest, you are on your way somewhere else. Change for the better. We're going to guide you. You're not trapped where you're at. When the time comes, we will create change so you can continue on your journey. Wow, strange, but yet somehow appropriate. So your blessing is a distant kiss and a prayer flag. I wish of all wishes that you were here. Through sunlight and rain, I need you near. If you're in a relationship with someone else, that I just get this feeling that Spirit's saying, we got you, we got your back, we will intervene. We will make sure that whatever is meant for you is going to show up. Distance. I'm seeing this person look through the spyglass. Hold on, guys. I'm going to turn my overhead light on. I don't know. You could get a message from somebody, a distant kiss and a prayer. You are here. Joy is there. Look at that. Footsteps leading that way towards joy. It's like you're here. You're here. Joy is there. This feels like something on your path that's taking you off of your path. And Spirit's like, you know, you can you could travel where you're supposed to be. If you're doing anything untoward, or if you're, I don't know, I just got this feeling like, careful, you're being watched. Somebody's watching you. Especially if you're stepping out on a relationship or already have. If this is a third-party situation where somebody in this situation is staying in a relationship that's not good for them, maybe because there is a strong sexual attraction, but there's not love, or it's just a temptation of some sort, it's clearly saying, I just feel like whatever this is, Spirit's saying, this journey's not over. We're going to push you. This is divine intervention. This is divine intervention. This is great upheaval and change that's going to push somebody toward their north node, toward their purpose, their life's purpose, toward the person they're supposed to be with, whatever it is. It's in the distance. Stay focused on it. You're not there yet. Don't get stuck. And if you do, Spirit's saying, we will show you the way, one way or the other. It kind of feels like a threat. Not a bad threat, but a loving threat. Like, you know, hey, we're going to keep pushing you forward. And anything you build that is not on solid ground, we will bring down because you have purpose and a destiny. And we're going to keep pushing you toward it. And the biggest thing here is joy. But I have a feeling you could get, somebody could see something Maybe you're just going to be an observer of somebody else who's going through great upheaval and change, but it's designed to show them the way. It's designed to push them forward toward their path, toward their purpose. The whole world. You're not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. I will guide you. You will be shown the way to personal and spiritual freedom. I don't know what this is, guys. Whatever it is, it needs to get off of somebody's chest. There needs to be a conversation. There needs to be change. And somebody's got their eye on you, or you've got your eye on them. But this feels like divine intervention all over it to create this change for the better. Could be somebody watching you and moving towards you. Maybe seeing you, watching you have nourishment while you wait. Maybe they're worried because they thought you were waiting for them and you stopped worrying, stopped waiting, and you moved on, and they're watching you. Unstick yourself and move toward your purpose. And maybe, just maybe, this retrograde will bring in communication and you need to speak your truth, or they do, or they will. I don't know, guys. This is great stuff. But this is your advice. Another 5. 32 breaks down to 5. The way forward is open. Nourishment while you wait. A distant kiss and a prayer flag. I wish of all wishes that you were here through sunlight and rain. I neared you near. This is about journeying toward someone, or someone journeying toward you. And it feels like there was a hitch in the giddy up. Something here waylaid somebody. They got stuck on the journey. It's like you're both heading to the same place, joy and great change, and you're being divinely guided, but it feels like somebody got stuck, straight off the path. And then this tower moment either already happened or will happen. It will bring things back into balance and put them back on that path. You are here. What you desire is there. Or vice versa. So take what resonates, guys. Let me know in the comments. You know, I just read the energies, and it's a general reading, and they're timeless. So, you know, people could be watching this 10 years from now. I don't always know exactly what's going on, but boy, the energy sure does feel like somebody is watching, and feels like one person's watching and the other person is it's like they're showing me 2 people going to the same destination on 2 very different maps. This one goes this way, right? And this one goes this way, but in the end they come here to the purpose. And it feels like one of them got lost in a loop maybe, and the other one's watching. I don't know. Tell me in the comments what resonated, what didn't. All right, we're going to move on now to pile number 3. So we got 48. Pile number 3. If you pick the lapis lazuli puff heart, for you, we have the High Priestess. We have the 8 of Swords. And we have the Queen of Wands. We have dog, far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. We have, oh my God, we have dog and cat, a 2-faced friend. All right, this looks like enemy territory here. 2 very different people. We have give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. We have prayers answered. And look at, there's 2 sets of hands here. So that is in relation to another. So one is open to give and the other one is closed, is what it feels like. Ooh, we have pride. Wondrous universe, walk in beauty. There's a magician and a high priestess here. Male, female, cat, dog. Open, closed. Strength. Know that there is something greater in you than any barrier. And happy, happy. So this feels like a relationship or a friendship. I'm leaning more toward friendship. It feels to me like there's some jealousy, some cattiness, right? I think somebody is seeing you shine. Look at this, Queen of Wands, beautiful. Creator energy, high priestess. Wondrous universe, walking in beauty. The Queen of Wands is the beautiful queen. It feels like envy and jealousy, pride. I'm getting this very strange feeling with happy, happy, like you somehow have stepped into some kind of magical, beautiful life. And with the Queen of Wands, you actually created it for yourself because you were strong. And you walk through barriers. And it feels like there's somebody in your energy who's thinking of you, watching you, and is a bit jealous, is what it feels like. They're seeing you happy, creating a wonderful universe, having the strength. You know, it's almost like I've been hearing this a lot lately. When I channel a certain energy, it sticks with me for a while. And it's, you know, I saw an elderly, like indigenous woman who was on this big woven basket, and she was barefoot and, you know, indigenous, like barely clothed. And she was running around on this big, huge basket that's rocking back and forth, but she ran around it in such a way that she counterbalanced, like she'd move quick enough that when she stepped here, she had a foot going here and it would balance it back out, and the basket never tipped over, and she just ran around in circles like it was flawless, effortless. And the words on the graphic said, stop. For those of you that are saying it can't be done, get out of the way of those doing it. And this feels to me like you have created a happy life. You've stepped out of the shadows and into your confidence. You're shining. You've opened your heart and you're giving. And because you're giving, you're receiving. And this person sees you receiving. And there's some pride and jealousy here. It's like they're watching all of your prayers get answered, and they're not able to free them, so they don't understand how you did it. What's the formula? How are you doing what I thought was impossible? I can't do that. I just stay here stuck overthinking it, and you are actually out there doing it. How do you do that? You might even, this could be a friend. It feels like a friend, not a lover. It feels like a friend. And maybe you've rekindled with somebody. Or maybe you opened your heart and you're creating a better, a happy life. Maybe you've got a new relationship and there's somebody here that once was a loyal friend. Actually, I feel like you're the loyal friend. I feel like there might be an opportunity this week to maybe advise or lead somehow, lead, creator, leader, feminine energy, or teach someone else how you are succeeding. It's like, well, maybe you grew up in the same town, maybe you had the same friends, maybe you had the same, not experiences, because nobody has the same experience, but maybe you had the same potential as this person and they never met it and you did, and they're kind of trying or had created some kind of rift, gossip. There might be an opportunity to have a conversation and make up with a friend that did you wrong. And Spirit's telling you it's because you're creating this beautiful, wonderful, happy life, maybe even have a new partner, that they're a little bit envious of. And, you know, pride goeth before a fall. It just feels to... Hold on a minute, please. Never mind, the heater's running, so it'll drown him out. We're almost done. So I think this week you're going to have an opportunity to work on a relationship or a friendship, to mend bridges, maybe even to have a little compassion for somebody who really has been stuck in fear and unable to create the way you do. I just feel like you're crashing through barriers left and right, creating a happy life, maybe even in a new relationship. And this person's a bit envious, jealous. What's your advice? What's the blessing here? We have nomad. The nomad wanderer lies deep inside, so take the leap now, don't crawl back and hide. I think you might be getting the evil eye from somebody this week. But Spirit's saying, don't close your heart. Let this person watch you. You're doing something they don't know how to do or aren't able to see. You are somehow, some way, a teacher for this person without even trying. You have some kind of hidden secret knowledge, spiritual knowledge that you've been learning, that you've actually mastered. And don't allow jealous or boastful people to create this, you know, don't crawl back in and hide. Don't let anybody steal your thunder. You're shining. You're creating your happy life. Don't let anybody frown on that. It is Mercury retrograde, so it doesn't surprise me that a distant friend's thinking of you. But I'm not sure the thoughts they're having are in alignment with creating. Like you're in creative flow. You are attracting blessings. And this person doesn't understand how you're doing it and they're a little jealous. So what's your advice? Deeper insights are at hand. Your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect before moving forward. Deeper insights are at hand. Your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect before moving forward. You could just possibly be giving advice to someone who is a friend that you might both be very similar. I get this feeling like, both of you are possibly light workers. Both of you have gifts and talents. Both of you are going to the same place, but one person got stuck in the counter manifestation. They got stuck. The other person's like manifesting like crazy. And if this is you, if you've been jealous or two-faced for someone else, Spirit's saying, listen, this is here to teach you to look deeper, to go deeper. Some kind of a plan here. It's an 8-2, and it feels to me like repeat patterns, I just feel like you're glowing up. And either you're going to find a little hiccup this week where, you're going to notice that there's somebody or certain people that aren't happy for you. And instead of getting angry about it, it's like Spirit saying, don't dim your light, but show this person. Be the light for this person. Let them be the reason why they go deeper. Talk to them. Your overall plan is good, but the details need work. And if this is about manifesting a happy life or manifesting a wondrous universe, if this is about falling into any kind of pride and envy yourself, Spirit's saying, anything, I'm hearing that song, anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. It just kind of feels to me like there's a lesson here for both of you. One is to be compassionate and loving and try to understand. Don't let your pride get in the way. And the other person is being shown there's like a high person and a low person, and there's an opportunity for one to teach the other, for both of you to teach each other, one what not to be and one what to be. And we've got the planet and the sun. It's like this is about manifestation. Somebody here has the potential to manifest like crazy, but there needs to be a tweak in their manifestation. And I think that's confidence and focusing on the bigger picture, focusing on the good stuff. And it's nothing ever comes to me, but everything divinely flows to me. It's one person in flow, one person out. And if this is all about you and there is no other person, then you've got an inner voice inside of you that is arguing. It's like it's loyal and friendly to you one day, and it's two-faced and denying you access to the abundance you're creating the next. So take what resonates, leave the rest. But whoever this is about, that's this person, not this person. If there are two different people, the one person that's in this 8 of Swords energy, Spirit's saying, you're not really stuck. Your overall plan is good, but the details need work. That means, you need to realign with the manifestation, realign with the joy, realign with the happiness, the acting as if. When you manifest, you've got to keep your eye on what you want to have and don't focus on what you don't want to have. And that's the two different energies here. And so this could be all inside of you, and Spirit's telling you focus, where you place your eyes and focus is what you're creating. Make sure you're creating this wonderful, beautiful life, this happy life. But this is, it just feels to me like two feminine energies that are jealous of each other. Or, well, I wouldn't say jealous of each other. I'd say one is glowing up and the other one is feeling left behind. But this is a friendship that's worth saving. Give your relationship a chance. And we've got two things here that say deep inside. The nomad warrior lies deep inside. So take the leap now. Don't crawl back and hide. This one says deeper insights are at hand. whatever needs to switch here, and I can tell you it's focusing on the positive, not the negative. It takes a lot of strength to be positive in negative situations. And it's like Spirit saying, listen, both of you are really destined to greater things, but one of you seems to need a little helping hands, prayers answered, giving. One is giving, the other is asking. Or, well, actually, one is, hands are open, the other's is closed too. If you've had a falling out with a friend and you know they're a bit two-faced, a bit catty, a bit, if they reach out and tell you, maybe they'll apologize. Maybe they'll say, I'm sorry. I was jealous. I don't understand how you can be so happy and how you've created such a beautiful life and how you've got this new, for some of you, you've got a new relationship going on and you're creating happiness. Your prayers are being answered, right? You're barreling through barricades and you're shining, you're glowing. And this person feels alone, nomad. They feel like they wander. I just think you might have an opportunity to help another person that you care about, and Spirit's saying they're worth forgiving, but there needs to be maybe some guidance, some advice. But this is all about spiritual growth. It's about stepping into your creative energy, and somebody is not able to manifest and somebody is. And I think that Spirit's saying we can fix this, if we just have compassion, give your relationship a chance, work on this partnership. And if this is between your ego and your higher self, if this is all you vacillating between potential and ego, Spirit's saying clean it up, right? You're on the way. This is all yours to have, but you have to overcome this negative stuck energy of being stuck in your pride, is what it feels like. So that's your advice for this week. I'm always curious, guys, whether or not these resonate with you. And if they do, please let me know in the comments section what's going on, if you feel comfortable with that. I mean, you can leave names and details out, but just let me know that it resonated. And, is this all you, or is this you versus someone else? And are you the one that's struggling, or are you the one that's shining? Because somebody here needs to go a little deeper and just tweak their manifestation. They need to focus on the positive. Reflect before moving forward. Think before acting. All right, guys. I love you. That's the end of this week's advice for the next 7 days. I will see you next Monday. Namaste.